Ooh.
Ooh, ow.
You did it, Sierra. Good for you, girl. You've done it. You've cracked the code. You are the artist formerly known as Sasha Bell. You've cracked the code. And I hope you're proud of yourself for what you've done.
Yes.
Your lasting impact, specifically and mostly to the neurodivergent queers watching Drag Race. So thank you. Thank you for your service. Anyway, ooh to you all, and hello. Hi. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I am not sponsored, but I wish I was sponsored by Ghost Energy Drink. I'm drinking one today because I was tired. That's all. And you could always put your Ghost Energy drink or caffeine or non-caffeine beverage of choice in a cup mug. I'm not, but you could. And you can get yours at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below, and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner. Go get yours today.
Earring drop, period.
Yes, God.
I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of Monster Dragon video games. I'm drinking some not so warm green tea anymore. I left it overnight. I was supposed to drink it last night, but I didn't. But am I still going to drink it? Yes, because I still need green tea.
How's everyone doing? I am Randy Wild. I am your friendly neighborhood drag performer, and I am just drinking water. It's in a purple thing, but it's water.
Fun. Lovely.
Because I already had my coffee, so I'm like, I should probably hydrate.
Hydration is of the essence of Hall. Shout out to Jade Essence Hall. So yes, I believe you should. Definitely. And what?
Or hydrate or die straight.
Ew.
Hydrate or die straight, yeah.
I know, but I'm just, no.
Makes to where you drink your water.
At least it's not the hydrate or die water bottle I used to have like years ago.
Right. But hey, what a part 2 of this talent show. It certainly happened. It did. We did watch it, and what an episode of television. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yes.
And with that being
there's
said,
so much.
And with that being said, we're gonna get into it. But before we do, that's all we need to say. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Make sure you're checking out all of our coverage of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, as well as our coverage of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World season 3. We've had some phenomenal guests on so far. We've had some great, fun, fantastic times. And we're doing exit interviews over there. So make sure to go check out all of our stuff over there and everything we're doing across the Cup Network. All of our links are in the description below for everything we're doing. You can follow us on our socials as well at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow the three of us, our links are down below as well. Go check it out. Yeah. Period. Earring drop, period. But we come back into the workroom after both Juicy and Mia absolutely destroyed last week's lip sync, the double win, the earring drop period of season 18, the first lip sync of this season, some may say, and some have said. And they're both very excited, obviously. I don't know actually who's more excited, Juicy, Mia, or Athena.
No, I honestly think Athena is the most exciting.
Oh, I think so
honestly.
too. I think so too.
And it's like one of those, which I actually liked this side of Athena, of seeing the proud drag mom, or seeing the person who is there for her friends.
Yeah.
Because the fact that she was watching her in the background. If you watch that lip sync and watch her in the background, it's adorable. Because she is just she's it's so good.
Oh, and during the talent show as well, like you see her during both Juicy and Mia's talents as well, just being like that's my friend. That's
Yeah.
Yes, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I like when they came back to the workroom of when no one goes home.
No one goes home.
So like it just gets everyone hyped up for the next following week, which because like everyone's eye on it right now. So
it's like, well, now Sierra girl, you're in the bottom, but hey, the other group is getting ready to perform, and now you got to perform and perform, and that's literally all we get because now we're going.
Juicy, just a Discord. You better turn it. Just turn it.
We're gonna get there.
Just turn it.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna turn it.
Are you ready to turn it, everyone? Brandon, are you ready to turn it?
I'm ready to turn it.
We're ready. We're there. We're ready to turn it. So obviously, we get the Rue message. Rue comes in. We know what's going on. It's week 2 of the talent show. We've got Mikey, Athena, Jane, Discord, and Kenya competing this week in the Rated Queen talent show part 2. And all of the other girls are rating this week, and immediately the week 1 girls go off onto their other side in the workroom, and they're having this like strategic conversation, and Sierra is talking, and like they're like, okay, are we considering everything? Like, what are we doing? The bitches are conspiring today. And ultimately, Sierra is like, well, I think I could take Discord in a lip sync. And baby, that was the wrong thing to say. That was the wrong thing to say to that group, because Miss Vita up in there going, well, Discord's my girl. Allegedly. Everything is alleged information. It says so on screen right now. That ticker banner right there. Y'all see it? Allegedly. Well, I'm gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna circle back to that later when we get to the Rated Queen rankings. But Miss Vita is like, well, Discord's my girl, so I'm not gonna let that happen. And of all other people, Juicy is the other person that's like, well, I'm going to give Discord a heads up. And instead of, being like, well, this is what she's saying, this, that, the third, turn it.
Turn it. Just saying, you better turn it.
You better turn it. You better turn it. You better turn it. I'm like, is that the new doing your big one? Is you better turn it?
No, I honestly, it's one of those ones where that is just that piece of advice that drag queens give to one another that means absolutely fucking nothing. Yes, it means perform your best. It means absolutely fucking nothing. And it's just like that they say that you say to each other to hype each other up. It's one of those ones. I've heard that in a dressing room so many fucking times.
Which is wild because I cannot think today. Oh god. I literally had a brain like my thought and then just went blank right away.
I know that.
Okay.
I feel that, honestly. But no, it's like everyone's starting to feel a certain kind of way. Jane especially is like, I don't have any ends with any of these people. I don't have like the Florida coalition. Like, I don't, I don't have anything. She's like, we should be judged based on like our talent and the way that we're doing things. And like, I'm in the top every week. because of my talent and not because of some like back alley deals that y'all girls are trying to make. And I'm like, correct, Jane. Like,
Correct. Like you can see where everyone was talking, and then you see just Jane just getting ready, doing her makeup. I was, oh, like, are they? It like literally looks like they're conspiring against her. But in all honesty, they really weren't.
No, they were like, we're conspiring against Discord.
I think it's funny because it's like it's one of those things where the rest of the girls are playing the reality TV game here, and Jane is just going, "I just came here to do good drag, guys. Can we just do good drag?"
Honestly, like that's the tea.
I mean, last week's runway aside, because that Sunday school.
Yeah, none of y'all get to talk about last week's runway. None of y'all showed up for it. I don't want to hear it. I'm kidding. If you want to hear me talk about last week's horrible runway by myself, go check out last week's look over here.
I was at work. Sorry.
I don't care. I had to suffer through that runway alone. You all left me. I'm kidding. I love you all dearly. But no. Yeah. So after everyone, Juicy, tells Discord to that she better turn it about 40,000 times. We get Michelle coming into the workroom just to check in on the girls. And I was like, how cute.
I love this.
I'm not mad at this.
It's one of those ones where, so I like famously stopped watching Drag Race around season, right at season 10. I think it was season 10. And then haven't picked up until now. And so I got used to bitchy Michelle. Because early season Drag Race, Michelle was a stone cold bitch. It's like it seemed like she didn't want to be there and everything like that. And now getting this like maternal Michelle.
Yeah.
This Michelle who's like, I want to check up on the girls. You guys are so lovely. You guys are doing such a good. I love.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Michelle's transformation, like once she got comfortable judging, I think that's really what it was. Like once she got comfortable judging, you saw that shift. And when she realized she didn't have to be the bad guy judge all the time, and like she could be like, she's still critical in the way that she judges. Yeah. And there's a need for it on this panel consistently, because she is the only other person consistently on the panel every week, and she knows what she's talking about. Like she's been in the drag world and in the drag industry for several decades. I won't age her. Almost as long as Ru.
Yeah.
I
would say just as long as Ru, because she was part of the ballroom scene back at the same time.
100%. Like she's got about as much experience as Ru does. Like once she realized she didn't need to be that harsh Jersey girl all the time to the girls, like that is, I agree with you. That's when I was like, oh, Michelle, hey. And I mean, I've loved Michelle from the beginning, but there's definitely like that softness to Michelle I really do appreciate. And we've definitely seen that more over the last couple of years as well.
Well, I've kind of seen that a lot ever since like she's done What You Packin'. So
right, when she started doing the What You Packin' and started really talking to the girls and getting to know them like after they've been eliminated and doing like that whole series, I do agree with you. Like when she got more involved beyond just judging, I think, at least from a viewer perspective, I think it really impacted the way she interacts with the show. And now also being a host, I feel like that also has impacted, the way she looks at the show. I love Michelle Visage. That's all. And I thought she came in with some really great advice for the girls. I wish she had come in, I don't know what her production timeline looked like. They could have saved the girls and just had her come in at the very start instead of making these girls be half-baked.
Oh God.
And I loved
Yeah.
that the second group, that Rita Queen second group, was as soon as Michelle came in and they took the first group, they were like, fuck, let me finish my makeup real quick to at least a half decent point so that way I don't look busted in front of Michelle. Like, it was so good. It was
We're like,
so good.
we're about to go on camera and we're only halfway there.
It was, because I'm sorry, like, I know they were like literally halfway through their makeup, but these girls look so funny. I love half-baked queens. I love it. I love it so much.
The different stages of drag. Well, I say the different stages of drag makeup before anything, and you just start looking like a weird alien after a while before it starts looking like your face.
Yeah.
Once again, I think is funny. It's so great.
It was Vita for me because she was only like, I think she was mid-bake, I think, is where she was at in her process. And I was like, oh, damn, girl. Like, no, that's like the worst part.
Athena too.
Right. And then my favorite part here is Nene talking about the swing state of Florida. Electing the wrong people again.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Athena clocked that quick.
That was funny though.
I love anytime anyone has any excuse to get under Athena's skin.
Yep.
It's so funny. I love
also,
it.
Also, it seems so easy.
It is. It really is.
It is so easy.
Like it's just like a little something little. It's like okay. Once again, it reminds me of there's a TikTok. There's a TikToker Joey Lee or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Joe Lee.
Joe Lee. Fucking love him, and the fact that it's like he has a TikTok going. Athena looks like one of those bitchy queens at a bar that's going to be mean to me. I'll go introduce myself and say hi, and they'll say the most cutting, most personal thing on the planet about me, and I just met them, and they're already mean to me, and I don't know why.
But you're gonna love it, and then ultimately they're gonna be your best friend. Like that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. No, she definitely gives that energy.
I just find it funny, and it's like, yeah, I can see that.
And then,
but also, she seems like she'd be such a hoot in a dressing room too.
Oh, absolutely! Like, baby, I the number of things like I hope I know they don't really do this anymore, but like the era where they used to have all of the Wow Present shows and just like the random Wow Present shows, like I would watch Athena Dion do anything. Yes. Like Athena does anything. I would watch that series 100%. Athena goes like to a farm. Athena goes like works a fast food job for a day. Like I don't know. Athena, goes to Vegas. Athena, skydives. I don't know. I don't care what it is. I would watch Athena read a phone book. I don't care what it is. I would watch Athena Dion do anything because it's so fucking entertaining. Like, she is just so damn entertaining. I don't know what it is. I adore her. I adore her fiercely.
Like, I already loved her even before Drag Race, and I'm just like,
right.
And seeing her on TV, it just reinforces why I love her because, like, she is literally that mother that checks everyone just to make sure, like, hey, like 100%. I would not be surprised if she is Miss Congeniality at the end of the season.
We'll see. I could see it. Mm-hmm. And then Nene realizing, oh shit, I should have gone in week 2.
Yeah, that was the most like.
You think?
Yeah,
No
shit,
shit, Nene. You put yourself in the same group as Juicy Love Dion and Mia Starr voluntarily. Yeah, of course you fucked up, Nene. Girl. Anyway, moving beyond that. I'm glad she got
Especially-
praise from Michelle for it, but
Well, yes.
girl.
Now I'm curious how that would have like gone on the playing field with if it were 5 people in the first week and then 6 in the second. Like,
Well, Nene would have won.
Nene
Yes.
would have won.
Nothing
Hands
would have
down.
been different other than Nene would have won this week.
The top 2 would have been Athena and Nene.
I think it would have been
And
Jane
Nene
and
would've won.
Nene.
yeah, I thought it would have been Jane and Nene.
I
Yeah.
think it would have been Jane and Nene, honestly.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
But some combo of Jane, Nene, and Athena for sure.
Athena, yeah.
It would have been close there, but and then she talks to the second group and she says, "Learn your words, Kenya." Now, why you gotta do Kenya like that? I know, but
I mean,
'Cause-
why she gotta do Kenya like that? Because Kenya does like that.
I know.
And she was the only one in that group that had to lip sync.
I know. But
Logan, she wrote a song and still didn't know her words.
I know, Randy.
That was her song.
I know.
And at one point I went, that's like while we were watching, I'm like, that's her song. You wrote those, girl?
It's the flailing arms for me.
I love Kenya. She's a great performer.
I mean, she did say that the nerves do get to the best of her,
Yeah.
especially in that moment because, again, during her lip sync with Briar, yeah, she was nervous because she didn't expect herself to be at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I guess, unfortunately, that's going to start getting to her head again because, like, again, the nerves do get to the best of her. Which, can you just feel comfortable? Like, just like feel comfortable as the best you can, and like try not to like think about it too much.
Instead of can you
So.
please her, can we say, can you feel comfortable?
Can you learn the words, girl? Can you focus? Can you deliver? Oh, girl. Oh, Miss Mama. Well, Julie. And it got her plucked.
Oh, it got her plucked.
It got her plucked. And that's literally all we see before we go to the runway. So I think it's time for us to go to the runway. Ew. Love this look on RuPaul.
Yes. I love this good white moment.
Absolutely. I love the and she was kind of on theme-ish, we decided-ish.
Because she was beat, because that gown was beaded.
Yes. And it was shaking. I don't know.
And apparently that's all you needed for this runway, at least for two of the looks.
I don't know. Michelle looks quite lovely. Ross looks quite lovely. And then Amy Taylor, an absolute international fucking treasure.
Yes.
Bring her back for everything.
Yes,
I
please.
don't care what the season is. I don't care what the show is, quite honestly. put her on everything. Every single bit of her commentary was perfect.
Mhm.
No notes. She was great. She was perfection in every possible way. I loved her.
No, yeah, I loved her a lot. At first I was like, wait, Amy Taylor. And I was like, wait, I actually know who Amel and the Sniffers are.
Oh, I had no clue.
No
So
clue. Yeah.
I'm familiar with the concept otherwise outside of the band, but I was not familiar with this woman nor her band before tonight. I'm glad to hear that she does have a gag reflex, but though it's not in her throat. And, you know, I'm glad she's representing for sluts everywhere on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race. Thank you, Amy Taylor.
yes, no,
We
I
appreciate you.
I absolutely love what she's wearing here. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
it's so
Oh, yeah.
sickening. Like, you better just wear a jacket, a bra, and a panty to guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, you better. You absolutely better. I love it. Yes, ma'am.
I want this jacket. I really
Oh,
want this
yeah.
jacket.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, considering so Amel and the Sniffers, they are an Australian indie rock band.
Mhm.
For perspective, because they, I was familiar with their scene because obviously, like a lot of the music I've listened to as of late is within that category. So, I'm surprised that they brought her for US
Mhm.
and they didn't bring her for Down Under yet. So, I'm like, okay. No,
Right.
but Ammo and the Sniffers, they are great. So I do highly recommend.
I mean,
Period.
from the song that we heard on that, I like this. Like, I liked the song.
Oh yeah, the song's cute.
Mhm.
So, period.
And a good portrayal of what punk music should be.
Correct.
Anyway,
I just love saying things of the opinions I have for later that just cause Logan to seethe a little bit because he already knows.
speaking of opinions that will make me seethe, make sure to check out our Look Over Here episode where we will talk all about this shake runway. Which thank you to the cast of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race for fundamentally redeeming all of the bullshit most of you wore that last week.
Oh my god.
Because this runway was spectacular, and I can't wait to talk about it.
And there was no borrowed drag on this runway too.
Hey, that's not Kenya's fault.
It's not Kenya's fault. But I love that she was one of the best looking people in borrowed drag.
Yeah. When literally Juicy and Kenya were the two best, and or Juicy, Kenya, and Discord were my three favorites, and one of them was a borrowed. Shout out to Jane for that still.
Yes.
Anyway, it is time for the Rated Queen Talent Show Part 2. We've got Mikey, Athena, Kenya, Jane, and Discord performing. I will say overall, for me at least, I don't think anyone flopped their performance fundamentally. Some performances were less successful than others, but I don't think anyone had a fundamental like flop performance. And the thing I appreciated most about this talent show is that everyone was completely different.
Correct.
And I think this is the first time in a very, very long time that we've had a talent show where everyone's talent was completely different, where it actually felt like a talent show. And where like it was actually quite refreshing. So big shout out to these 5 queens for putting on a great talent show, all things considered. Now when it comes down to my Rated Queen results, and I'm curious to hear y'all's, because I think we might be in a similar boat when it comes to overall Rated Queen results. In first position, I'm gonna put, after rewatching, I've watched them twice now. I watched them again this morning. My first position is gonna go to Miss Jane Don't. Actually, I'm a sucker for Bette Midler, so this was right up my alley. I quite enjoyed what Jane did with this. It was camp, it was dumb, it was stupid, and I was really quite pleased and surprised by what Jane did in the best way in this talent show performance. I thought she really knocked it out of the park and looked absolutely stunning in this. And a very, very, very close second for me in my ranking is going to be Athena Dion. I think Athena really surprised me in this. I had no clue what to expect, and I was really excited in the workroom when she was talking about bringing in all of these elements of her Greek heritage into this variety show, as she called it. And that's really what it was. I think the thing I was most pleased to see was how much humor and camp she brought into her performance. I really just was not expecting that. And I was quite pleased by it. I loved just how many different elements we got from her. This really reminded me of a slightly different version of kind of like what Alyssa Edwards has done for talent and variety numbers in the past. Just a lot of different elements going on in a 1 minute number that really did encompass a lot of what Athena is, and I was quite impressed with it. Number 3 for me is going to be Mikey, of course. I really did enjoy this. I thought the concept was quite unique. I think she executed it brilliantly. Her timing throughout the entire number was perfect. I really had no notes. I just honestly enjoyed Jane and Athena a little bit more than Mikey. And to open with a burlesque number, I think is very risky, and I think she did quite a good job. And her physical comedy is really, really great, and I was hoping to see more of that because I really liked what she did in RDR Live with her physical comedy, so I was hoping to see a little bit of that here, and that's what I got. So I was really happy to Mikey is not growing on me, but I'm liking more and more of what I'm seeing from Mikey as a comedian. The more we see of her. My 4th position is going to be Discord, but it's a positive 4th because I really did like another drag song. I did. I know there's someone on this panel that will disagree with that, but that's fine. We'll get to them later. Love you. But I really enjoyed what Discord did. It wasn't perfect by any means of the imagination. I think there's a lot that could have been improved. And I think the biggest thing is I just wish she wasn't on the rolling little...
Oh, the rolling chair.
The rolling chair. I get it because you're like switching between the instruments, so I do understand that. It just made the performance a little bit clunky, and I think that's my biggest critique with it, is it was clunky. The song itself, for what it was, like, yeah, it wasn't like 100% true to punk, I guess. But I liked it for what it was. Like, it did give me a little bit of like original track 2.0 in a very different way. And I quite enjoyed it. I liked that she, played up the parody of it. It definitely wasn't perfect, but unfortunately, I do think Kenya did worse than Discord on the occasion. I liked her song. I really, on second watch, I listened to her song, and I think her song is actually really well written. I like what she was going for. I think the actual performance she does is really good. She is a high energy performer, and I love that about her. But girl, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, pineapple ain't gonna get you through RuPaul's Drag Race, my love. I'm sorry.
I mean, there was her lips moved all together.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's the tea.
Period. Okay, so as for my ranking, it's going to be very similar to yours. But there's only one slight change I would switch.
Okay.
So, Jane was number one for me. That was everything because again, like you said, the Bette Midler humor just always gets to me every time. I'm just like, yes. My second place would actually go to Mikey.
I think that's fair.
So, no, yeah, that physical comedy you mentioned, like when she ate her finger and then like took off, and then the intestines come out, and then of course everything from the nipples. I was like, now that's my humor. And I can appreciate her not actually doing a track and just being like just mute, but and then interacting with the music, and then obviously her outfit here, like I'm a sucker for. Like I'm just like yes. Um, Third, we'll go to Athena. Like Athena also surprised me. To me, so when I first watched it, I was like, okay, this is safe, but all of the elements with because like her performance was fast, but it wasn't rushed. Like that's how I felt with hers, which is why it was so good. And obviously the Opa plates, just yes. um, Fourth is Discord. I appreciate her actually saying another another drag song. No, I do agree with you. Like her transitioning from drums to guitar, rolling through, I was just like, ooh, that's a bit of a mess. If anything, what she could have done was like have the guitar behind her to get ready to like just shred. Um, but other than that, like I thought she wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, Kenya, fifth place. Know your words, girl. And that's the
Your
tea.
song.
Oh.
Okay, so my ranking. My ranking's actually going to look a lot like y'all's because
Yeah.
I agree with that. My once again, also I'm a Bette Midler fan. I've loved Bette Midler for a long time. I feel like
Mhm.
I'm the only one in my route like that I know that is like excited that they're making a Beaches musical, and
Oh,
that
I'm
Jessica Fossil.
thrilled.
Yeah, you're the only other person.
Hi.
Yeah, no, it's like every time I get excited, I'm like, they're making a Beaches musical. Everyone's like, huh? What's that? I'm like, But I digress. So I'm gonna put her. I'm also going to. This sounds like such a cop out. I know, but I don't. Honestly, they are tied for second spot for me. Is Mikey and Athena
I think that's
because of
fair.
the
That's
fact
fair.
because there were some things when you said that she was eating her finger. What Mikey was actually doing, which was even more genius, is she was doing a glove pull. Because in burlesque, the first thing you do with a glove pull is you take it with your teeth and you pull, like you loosen the fingers and you pull it with your teeth. So the fact that she was trying to do a glove pull and the finger came off in the glove pull, I'm like, that's so fucking genius. That's so like so good. Um, and then the subversion of like instead of the pasties, the nipple, like the boobs falling off, and then like and then the intestines, and just then using the intestines as a boa. So great, honestly. And then with Athena, what I absolutely loved was the how much of her heritage she put in there. Because there were times where they did a quick shot to her, then a shot and then shot away, where she was doing some like traditional Greek dances.
Mhm. Yeah.
That but it done in this style with the drag and making it very draggedy. Loved it, and even loved the pulling of the tie to make the violin. So
Mhm.
good. Fourth, I like fourth and fifth is fourth is Discord, fifth is Kenya. Just putting that there because that's easy. I'm gonna say what about Discords? I honestly wanted it to be. It was punk, but it was punk in the way that the of like violent femmes, and like violent femmes and of like um kind of a little bit like Weezer, and like it was that
Mm.
subdued punk,
Yeah.
and with her look, because she's giving very much like a hardcore Liberty Spike. Like I want to hear something like, I want to hear something like a Sex Pistols coming from her. I want to hear something like that has more distortion. I want more I want more of an edginess, and it just felt so blunted. It
And
felt
that
like a
is
blunted edge.
and that is a lot of what her music outside of this is. I will say that. So I want to say maybe she lent this direction to kind of blend what she does with the like trope and the like the sound of what the quote unquote original track sounds like. I don't
So
know.
so here's my thing.
Mhm,
And also, I also give a little bit of my credentials. I am classically trained in music, so
mhm,
I've listened to punk and I've listened to pop my entire fucking life. So and I've
mhm,
looked at this and studied this. With the differences in genre, I want to talk about the differences between original track and not another drag song.
mhm,
The between and what is parody and what is not, and what she could have done to make this more parody versus original track, which is almost perfect parody. Because original track is saying all the things that is in every single one of those songs. And it's done in the exact same style. And that's what makes it so perfect, because it is that same style, and that's what makes it great parody, because it's earnest in that. With punk, you can't have like that same kind of earnestness like that. You either
mhm,
have to have it be like you have to have it be like over the top somehow. A good example of this is like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, they do solely nothing but punk covers. And then you hear them do Rainbow Connection, where it's like you hear this heavy distortion, and then it's Rainbow Connection, and there's something subversive about that, and it's so great. And that's because you have the extreme heaviness of the music itself, you have the violence of the music itself juxtapose the like wholesomeness of that song. If this if this was a little bit more pop punk, because it's not this was not pop punk, this was just light punk, this was very, once again, blunted edge.
mhm.
If it had a little bit more edginess, a little bit more of the punk sound in the same way, I would have been happy, because then it would have been like this like angry anthem, like, I'm not going to give this to you, this is not what I am, this is my drag.
Mhm.
And that would have been perfect. Or if you want like Blink 182 pop punk, then you have the parody of it all, because you're getting towards what they want, and that's what towards that pop sound.
Mhm.
And then you're giving a parody of like, okay, here it is, it's happy, and yeah, this is not what I'm going to give you, like, but this being in the middle just felt very water. It's like if you took a Diet Coke and you poured a fourth of it into a glass, and then you filled the rest with just like water and an ice.
Mm.
So it's not quite like a LaCroix, like it's not quite LaCroix, but it's like it's just watered down so much that it's like, okay, it's quenching my thirst. It's kind of like Coke. It's kind of what I want, but it's not exactly what I want. And it's kind of gross, but not gross enough. That's what this felt like to me.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
I've had time to ruminate on this.
No, and I love
I
that,
have been thinking.
honestly. I kind of love that for you.
No, yeah, the way that you broke it down, because when you mentioned Blink 182, Weezer, I was just like, I've seen both of them live, and I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like it's that. I mean, I love both of those bands, but there is a bubblegummy quality to them,
Yeah.
where and the things that they're saying can be devastating, and like you're kind of like, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
buying into it. Okay, I'm cool. I love it, and it's like you buy into it, and then like you can do some great parody there, but it needed to be like it was. I think Discord
It
was too
needed.
afraid. I
Oh,
think
yeah, go ahead.
Discord
Sorry.
was too afraid to show her full ass punk self on
Mhm.
national TV, and we're like, where they don't get it. And I think if she would have done that, she would have been better placed.
I think so. I mean, even hell, honestly, here's the thing. Here's the gag of the season. I think she's rated third in this. With the riggery
Okay.
and the bullshit and the tomfoolery that we got, I think she's rated third. And that's the
Okay.
gag.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it here shortly. But I think she's rated third. And that's still a gag. And like, I don't think she could have done much better than third because like Jane and Athena were
That's true.
two of the best.
Okay.
So like I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said, but like I don't know that she could have done much better than third.
She could have better. Honestly, her Q pop girl group punk song was more punk than this.
I
And I think
agree.
that's
Yeah.
why I was upset.
Yeah, and I think
Especially
having
for the
brought-
punk queen.
Yeah, having brought this and then having performed that already, like there is unfortunately like there is that comparison that we can make unfortunately for her. And she's the only one we have that comparison for really. Which does suck, but
Yeah.
that is her MO. So,
Okay. And then moving on to Kenya. She's a great dancer. She's a great performer. It was so rough to watch.
mhm.
It was so rough to watch because I was like, you wrote this. You chose the lyrics. This was your doing. It's not someone else's song that's like, I've had songs I've tried to perform and my lip sync was off because the lyrics just don't stick in my brain. And I'm like performing, and in the moment, I'm like, okay, what verse am I on? Because it's someone else, it's a new song I just learned. This is something she wrote. No. And Mikey got done dirty because of this. Because, no, that's not the tea. And that's my tea.
And that's the tea. Period. Well, they do their things. We see everyone, doing their things and stuff and things. There's no judging because it's Rita Queen. And Untucked is an absolute disaster. Because none of the queens are on the same page.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the scheming got the better of the rankings.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everyone got too lost in the sauce on the scheming.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm glad we got some strategy, but this was
Yeah.
like, what are we doing here?
Right. Like, I appreciated the social strategy race of it all. Honestly, the last 2 weeks, like, I thought it was really fun. But it was a little bit like, because then so they start out, they do their like, oh my God, everyone's so good. Oh my God, yay. And then it gets into like, okay, what are we doing with this vote? And basically it comes down to everyone's being like, okay, who was your bottom based on the performance? And I'm glad that that's ultimately where people kind of landed about the way they were going to vote, or at least seemingly the way they were going to vote.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, who was your bottom in the performance? And they attempted to come to a consensus on who the bottom was in the performance, and ain't nobody was coming to a consensus on who was in the bottom in the performance.
No.
They should have been able to. However, nobody was coming to a consensus on who was in the bottom in the performance.
When they all also were remarking how Kenya didn't know her words to her song.
So, I'm like, huh? What? Where? huh? And then honestly, I love when they all go to do Rate a Queen. I love that Jane is just like, so why are we all protecting Sierra? Like, I do just love her just straight up, like, why are we? Like, and I'm like, honestly, fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do think that's a fair
I would,
assessment.
and I will say, in the Raider Queen section, honestly, I got so much more respect for Juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got so much respect for Juicy because Juicy went in there going, yes, I have this alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said I would do this, but you were the worst. I
Yeah.
am voting based on how you did. I am voting based on how I said I would vote.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was not like, you don't deserve another spot.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so much respect for her in that moment because she was like going, yes, I could be playing this. I could just go on and
Mm-hmm.
play the game like everyone else play the game, but honestly, I am voting with my actual integrity.
Correct.
I was like, I'm not mad at this in the slightest. And I agree with you. I was like, I appreciated the girls that were like, okay, I'm gonna protect who I need to, but also I'm gonna be realistic about things. Like, yes, Juicy put Athena first, shocker, but and I do also, in a way, I do appreciate Mia standing by the alliance that she made with Kenya, being like, no, Kenya and I made a deal. I'm gonna stand by it. I'm putting Kenya first. Valid. If that's the game you're
Yeah.
playing here, and Kenya did do it for Mia, I am really happy that Mia returned the favor for Kenya. Now, is that going to come around next week and maybe bite Mia in the ass with Athena? Potentially. It shouldn't because Athena won the damn challenge. But you know
And
everything.
also,
Yeah.
Mia told Athena she had an alliance with Kenya too.
True, but you know everything gets under Athena's skin, so you know who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I appreciated that ultimately all of the alliance and the shenanigans and whatever. At least this cast kind of stuck by their ultimate word in a lot of ways, and like did what they said they were gonna do.
And
And I
it
fuck with that.
left.
Honestly, I fuck with that.
Yeah. I want to point out with Vita and Discord, like,
Yes, that is the one that I was like, girl. Remember? Okay, I'm gonna unpin this, Brandon.
mhm.
Speak on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So seeing that Vita was being honest with her ranking with Discord, I was just like, yeah, we may be like goody with each other, but at the same time, I was like, but she stuck to it where she knew Discord did better than someone else. So
Right, Kenya.
Kenya.
Hey, it may not have been Kenya. Honestly, based on how things went, it may not have been Kenya. Who knows?
Can't wait for that dossier next
I
week.
cannot wait for the dossier. I need Tia Coffee to walk in with the dossier and be like, here's the dossier. No, because where did Discord put Vita? Like third or fourth?
I want to say fourth.
It was similar. So, whatever. Yeah, I was like, I believe it was a pretty similar shakeout. But yes, we find out when we come back from the Rate a Queen results. We've got 2 great lip syncs this week. We find out that the Rate a Queen results have determined that the top 2 queens of the week are Jane and Athena.
Yes.
I mean, most of us agreed. Not really. It was only me. Kind of.
Mhm.
I
But
had them.
yay!
I had Athena tied.
That is true. That is true. I was hoping that this week would be good for me because my entire draft team competed in this Rate a Queen group.
Oh no.
I have everyone but Athena. So
Weird how
imagine
that
my
works.
delight. Isn't
That's
it great? I tried to get Athena. I just didn't have the earlier spot in the draft. She got taken first and second.
Oof.
Hey, it is what it is. I understand. I'm not mad. I love my team. I love my team still. I still stand by all my team. But yes, we got Athena and Jane lip syncing to Jerkin by Amel and the Sniffers. What an interesting lip sync. What an interesting duo of queens lip syncing to an interesting song. I quite enjoyed it.
I loved it.
And what I loved it. And what I absolutely loved is Athena's outfit for it, because this is American Drag Race, so they don't get to change.
Yeah.
Fit perfectly, weirdly, fit perfectly with the song.
Her
And
like
Athena
dragged up traditional Greek wear like somehow fucking worked.
it looked really fucking punk for some reason. And also this lip sync, you can tell that Athena has been a drag performer for a long time. And I mean that's such a good way. You can see the experience because she hears the song and goes, "I know this character.
Uh-huh.
I got this. This might not be a genre I perform to, but I got this."
Yeah.
I've where Jane, I can see Jane actually have been performing punk.
Jane's a
But her
punk
going,
girl. Like that's
yeah,
her origins as well. Like she's
and
done it.
but she hasn't been performing as much, so in the wrong costume, her going, "How the fuck do I do punk like this, looking like this?"
Yeah.
And not being able to switch her brain from showgirl to punk.
Yeah.
At least that's what I saw in that lip sync of her going, "I don't like, I can do this, but I don't know how to switch completely over to this mode."
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that as well. I think they both did really well. This definitely it felt more in Jane's wheelhouse, but the costume
Athena
was quite
knocked out of the water.
Athena knocked this out of the park, and I was like, what are we doing here? Like, hello? What? Ma'am. Like, and I agree with you, that experience, like Athena has that ability to kind of just embody whatever she needs to and like take on I'm going to use my favorite term here. She's very chameleonic and that she can kind of really embody and take on whatever she needs to in drag. And I really appreciated seeing a lot of different sides of Athena Dion in this episode. I mean, up until this point, we've kind of seen her as, the drama. We've seen her as the mother. But I gotta be honest, like, and obviously as a competitor, I think this is the first episode where I'm like, okay, I actually really see Athena as a very big competitor in this competition now. I'm like, I see it, and I'm very happy to see it finally, because I don't think she was getting that edit up until this episode, and I'm very happy to see it.
This
And
episode.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Brandon. Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
I kind of saw it like through the editing, like time and time through with like we got a lot of confessionals from Athena. So like seeing this episode where she's like in that like I'll be honest, like we're at episode 6. This feels like kind of one turning point of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially after the talent shows were done, it was just like now queens are really trying to like know what to expect now. Like, well, they still don't know what to expect, but like they're now realizing like, oh, this competition's really heating up.
Honestly, you guys, the competition's starting to heat up.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, I feel like this episode is when we start seeing Athena as a performer.
Yeah.
Because we have seen her as the matriarch. We've seen her as the glamour, the drama. We've seen her as the glamour. We haven't really seen her as the performer. Yes, they've done performances, but we haven't seen her as a performer. And going from something of her heritage to a punk song that is like so opposite sides of the spectrum, effortless going between the two. I was like, oh
Mhm.
no, okay, ma'am, you are a performer, capital P performer.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. And I think we're seeing her as a performer and a threat in this competition, and I'm really happy to see it. And
yes.
Mother gets the win.
Yes.
Yes. We love to see it. We love to see it. Good job, Athena. Even though you're not on my team, but whatever, it's fine. And then the gag to the gag happens. And we find out that the bottom rated queen of the week, lip syncing against Sierra, is Mikey?
I was like, what? Why?
The fuck?
Shocked.
Yeah. Shook.
Huh?
Shook.
Huh? Huh?
And I just think it was
Huh?
during this whole time. I just don't think it was Mikey playing the games. Mikey
No.
was like, I'm just doing what I'm going to do. Kind of like how with Jane's, because Jane didn't really play the games either. Both of them going, I just came to do good drag. I didn't come to do all this other shit. I just came to do good drag.
Well, unfortunately for Sierra, she encountered a Mikey Meeks tornado in the form of her performing to Toxic by Britney Spears and just absolutely annihilating this lip sync in the most gorgeous way, dressed as a fucking Frankenstein monster. And just
as the Bride of Frankenstein.
And just as fucking Bride of Frankenstein, killing it. Not to mention, the last time this was performed on US Drag Race, it was done by Jiggly.
Season 4. Mm-hmm.
I cried a little bit as soon as
me too.
acknowledged it. I was like, oh, fuck. But no. I have to say, Sierra did a great job. All things considered, I think Sierra did a really great job. Mikey swept the floor here. Like doing a triple in pleasers, point blank and the period.
Mm-hmm.
While lip syncing. I'm saying
lip syncing.
While maintaining her lip sync. Because it's like, it's one of those ones where if you've ever had to try to lip sync through a turn before, because if you're trying to do a double, triple, quadruple, like a pirouette, there's so many things that your brain, like you are thinking about doing to get right. And then also muscle memory. So getting your lips to stay moving to the music, just unreal.
Yeah. No, when we found out that it was toxic, I was like, oh, they're reusing, which I'll be honest, rightfully so after this lip sync, because like after the Emil and the Sniffers lip sync, because I was like, all right, what are they going to do to make sure like they actually know the words and we get a good lip sync for your life? And this song, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't take my eyes off of Mikey, but then when I got to see the moments of Sierra, no shade to her, she was a little stiff. Like, especially when she was trying to do the pound the floor. Like, I was like, ooh. I was like,
it's unfortunate because I liked a lot of what Sierra did, but she was just too choreographed for a lot of like, and that is the shame with, you know, having a, you know, a cycle, not a week, quote unquote, to prepare, is that, you know, she could choreograph what she was going to do to this lip sync, and I think that was a bit of a detriment to her, was just that she was able to figure out what she was going to do. Mikey's performance just felt effortless. Like she had, like, literally, like she was stepping on stage to perform this every Friday night in Orlando, like at Southern Nights. Like this is something, you know, she's performed before.
Numerous times.
Probably does this at least once a month, if not more. And if she doesn't, guess what, girl? Now she's going to. Probably dressed as Bride of Frankenstein. So, like, go off, girl. But no, it sucks. I didn't want to see either of them go home. But unfortunately, we lose Sierra here, and that just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because she's been so fucking cool to see on the runway, and I don't think she got any of the praise that she deserved in this competition.
It's one of those ones where I think if Sierra was week 2, she wouldn't have been in the bottom.
I agree with that. Nene.
Like,
Nene. No, I'm kidding. I'm not blaming Nene here. I'm not blaming Nene. But no, I agree with you.
Yeah. Also, I love how that Sierra, for her runway, was just like, you know what? I don't care what the actual brief of this runway is. We're doing Toxic for my lip sync. I'm dressing for that.
Did she? We'll talk about it and look over here.
Yeah. But it was very much of like, okay. Yeah, you know you're in the bottom brief.
Kinda.
We'll talk about that.
The brief was a garment that moves when you walk in it.
Okay, fair.
It moved when there was beaded fringe, Randy. That's all she needed.
That wasn't beaded fringe. That was just fringe.
Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever.
Okay. I want to point this out because I did watch Look Over Here. I'm not Look Over Here. I watched What You Packin' right after. Sierra brought Drag King stuff.
I'm pissed about it.
We could have got Drag King stuff from Sierra, and we didn't.
Damn it, bro!
It would have been great for next week. Low key.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
But then again, honestly, this is not the first or second time that we've seen drag, like the queens do king drag on Drag Race. I will be more excited when an actual factual drag king, not a queen, brings not a stitch of queen drag.
That's fair.
Okay,
but
fair.
Goes onto Drag Race as a king and competes and is not a pork chop.
I agree. Will that happen?
No.
No. But I'm glad that we now have both Sierra and Velma, and Johnny, who have done it, who have brought it. At the very least, I love that Sierra did, I forget her king persona's name. I'm gonna looking.
I think it's Sierra Mister or something like that.
I believe so.
Yeah, no, because I was watching the Watch It Packin', and she mentioned that her drag king look, she was gonna wear that what she wore for what she brought for Watch It Packin' as a makeover.
Sierra Mister. Yeah, I'm glad she did Sierra Mister for press week at the very least.
Yes.
And it's so like her king stuff is so good. But no, Sierra's just been so fucking cool to watch this whole season. I'm mad because I really like so much cool conceptual stuff. I know we're gonna see so much other cool conceptual stuff from Sierra on her Instagram of all the stuff we didn't get to see on the show. And I'm gonna be mad because all of the looks that everyone's been showing that they've been from the eliminated girls have been so much better, no shade, than what we're seeing on the show. Shout out to Dee Dee and Mandy.
No, I'm gonna clock it because Dee Dee's satin look last week was amazing.
Dee Dee's satin look was great.
And Matador was so
Mandy
fucking
too.
good.
Mandy's satin look was great. Dee Dee's shake look this week is incredible. Like, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to do an eliminated queen look over here for this season because I'm angry.
Yes.
But Sierra, we love you, girl, and I'm mad. And I'm gonna be mad for a little bit because she's one of my favorites this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mentioned in the Instagram video, like she was the most excited for.
She was one of my. I was most excited for too. Like I love her, and I'm angry, but that's how Drag Race goes. Love you, Sierra. Well, we have an update. With that. Sugar has now lost someone on their team, which means I'm the only person with a full draft team left.
Ooh.
I'm not in the lead though. It's fine. Poor Jonathan and Mike. That's all I'm going to say. They are in fourth with 33 points. And then we're going to jump up to Lana and I tied, actually, for second place. So remember that number that John and Mike had?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Lana and I are tied for second with 59.5 points. Yeah. And then Sugar is currently in the lead in the draft with 62.5 points. So it is a very close race with everyone other than Jonathan and Mike. Anyway, next week, we're bringing back the political ad challenge. Kind of seems like akin to what they did on season 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say like similar to season 8. So
they're breaking the trend. They're not doing it in a presidential election cycle. We're doing it in the midterm cycle year, which I think is very fun.
I'm very happy about.
I'm very happy about it as well. We typically only get it every 4 years, but I'm happy we're getting it this year.
I think it's them going, "Hey y'all, vote in midterms."
Oh, 100%.
Vote in the midterms.
Oh, I think it's incredibly smart.
And then also anyone watching this, just letting you know, fucking vote in the midterms. If you're not registered to vote, do that and vote in your midterms, vote in your local elections. It may not seem like it's anything, but actually those little things lead to big things.
Correct. Especially if you're American, but also if you're not American, go exercise your right to vote wherever you live in the world. And that's been your PSA from the cup today. But with that, we did a short episode and we said we were going to. So, hey, that's fun. Thank you for joining us for this lovely episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 6. Let us know all your thoughts on Rated Queen Part 2 in the comments down below. Make sure to check out our look over here where we're going to talk about some shake runway looks. In the meantime, subscribe.
Shake them and we're going to bake them.
Indeed. And maybe easy bake. I don't know. Do I have an easy bake oven somewhere? No, I don't. Whatever.
I haven't done a shake and bake in so long.
I haven't either.
I don't think they exist anymore.
Do they not?
I don't think they exist.
Let us know in the comments if they still exist. The closest I could get is a wake and bake, and that sounds pretty great. On the way out, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we put out all of our content. Go watch another video of ours across the Cup Network. Go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Ooh, ah, ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ah,
ah,
ooh.
ooh.